Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I want to show you a great method of refreshing curly hair when your scalp is clean but your lengths are dry and frizzy and just in need of a pick-me-up. My day 4 hair is looking pretty good, but it can definitely be much better. And by refreshing my hair today, I will be able to go a few extra days before I have to wash my hair again. So let's get into it. Before I actually go ahead and refresh my hair, the first thing I like to do is to take a look in the mirror and kind of analyze what my hair needs at the moment. I will kind of explain what I think my hair needs right now, what it is lacking, and how to fix it. My scalp is completely clean. It might have just a little bit of oil building up in there, but it is not at a point where it needs a wash. So scalp is clean, I don't need to touch that. And the majority of my hair is pretty good. I mean, it's still kind of soft. My wash day was really good, so my curls are still holding most of their shape. And there are just some curls that need a little bit extra hydration. Some curls are just a little bit frizzy and wonky, especially here around my face. You can see that I have some frizz over here and I just need a little bit of extra definition in there. And possibly just refreshing my ends a little bit. So I just kind of want to redefine the curls that need that extra moisture and hydration, and the curls that are frizzy, I want to rehydrate. The way I'll be doing it is just with one product. I'm going to be refreshing my hair in a very targeted way. So I'm not going to be spraying my hair with any product. I'm not just going to be going in throughout my whole head and trying to fix all of it because it doesn't need it. On my wash day, I applied 4 different styling products, including gels and mousse and hydrating products as well. And that's still on my hair, so I don't need to add too much product. I really just want to redefine. And because I still have that product in my hair, I just need to add a little bit of water and possibly a little bit of hydration, so like a leave-in conditioner, into the strands that need it. So I'm going to take all my hair to the front so that I can really see which curls need it. Now, I'm noticing this curl that's extremely frizzy. All of this area here needs a little bit of help. The curls around my face need a little bit of help. I will do that by taking my spray bottle and I'm going to spray my hand. I'm just going to spray some water on my hand, on both of my hands. And then I'm going to take my leave-in spray and again spray just a little bit on my hand. And I'm going to take that curl. I'm going to take the curls that are wonky, that are frizzy, that are dry. I'm just going to smooth that product in there. There's really not a lot of product. There's just water and just a little bit of leave-in conditioner. And I'm just taking it and rehydrating my curl, and then I'm going to finger coil. And that's it. That's the method. It's really simple. I'm going to take this curl over here. I'm going to separate it a little bit from the rest of my curls because it's a little bit tangled. And now as I'm doing this, I'm also kind of detangling as I go. And then I'm going to finger coil. And you can already see how it's a lot more defined. I'm going to show you an example of a curl that lost some of its shape but is still feeling good. And the only thing I really want to do here is kind of redefine the curl pattern. You can see how it's wonky. That only needs some water and that's about it. So I'm going to take some water on my hand. I'm going to take that curl. Where is it? Here it is. I'm going to smooth that water over. The great thing about this refresh method is that I'm not really redampening my whole hair and I'm not really just kind of going at it. I'm really being very tactical and only touching the curls that need extra help. So I'm gonna just finger coil that one. And look how much better it looks already. Here's another curl that is a little bit frizzy at the ends. I'm only taking water here. The tactic is basically only using water, and if I need to add a little bit of leave-in conditioner, I do. But this is the best way to do it because I'm only touching specific curls with water. So the rest of my hair is gonna stay dry, and I'm not really adding too much product. I'm adding only the tiniest amount of product. So my hair is not gonna be weighed down. It's not gonna get greasy and disgusting. It's gonna stay really nice and it's gonna look really fresh by the end of this. Another curl. The little curls around my neck area, the ones that are kind of like behind my ear, get really frizzy, and my main problem with these curls is that they get fairy knots very easily and they break off really easily, and that's why they're so short. So this method of just refreshing and targeting the curls that need refresh, that's going to prevent the more delicate hairs of getting these fairy knots that I absolutely despise. I'm gonna get more water. And with this curl, I actually need a little bit of leave-in conditioner because it's really dry. Really dry and really tangled. So again, I'm just adding some water to it. I'm gonna finger coil. A little bit better. Now, if you look at the back of my head, I have a lot of different curls at the back that kind of lost their curl completely. And one of them I can see, it's this like little cluster of curls that could use extra definition. I mean, this is a huge cluster, but all of it is kind of not really defined at all throughout this area. So I'm going to separate these parts because it's already kind of separated. So it could be like 4 parts like that. 4, you see? And I'm going to start adding some water to my hand and some leave-in conditioner to each part. And again, I'm taking my fingers through the hair, kind of detangling it as I go. Might need a lot more water, so just assess as you go. And now, finger coil. This one is so wonky, look at that. Now this curl is looking okay, but the end is really frizzy and definitely not curling well. So let's help that one. And I'm gonna show you the back now. I did kind of this side, the back of that side. You can already see that a lot of curls now have more shape. I'm gonna go over to this side. This side is a little bit better. This side doesn't need as much, but I'm going to try to help some areas. This curl here at the back is frizzy and not looking great. So let's fix that. This one is a really big curl. It is naturally kind of curling all together, but I can separate it and curl it into 2 to give my hair even more volume, to redefine these 2 curls more. So I'm separating this into 2. I think this is the last curl I will do on this side. To do this correctly, you want to use a lot more water than you use the product. So whatever product you're using, you don't even have to use a leave-in conditioner. You can use like a styling cream or even a gel, but it's really all about what your hair needs. Now, the thing that will make it look fantastic is focusing on the front of my hair and the face framing pieces. I'm gonna take some water and some leave-in. I'm gonna go one by one. This kind of curl clump here is a little bit big for me, so I'm gonna separate it into 2 and just to give it a bit of help like that. I'm noticing that there's a lot of frizziness going on over here, so I'm gonna kind of just re-dampen everything. Finger coiling. Now on this side I have kind of like a lot of frizz going on. So this whole piece that's clumped together I'm going to separate and then redefine. Kind of just like separating that. Now this looks great to me. The whole of my hair now just looks a little bit more fresh, and the pieces that really needed that extra pick-me-up got exactly what they need. I want to let the pieces dry completely. I'm going to just blast my hair quickly with a diffuser. This is almost dry. It took literally 2 minutes, and when I very softly touch them, I can feel a slight cast, which is good. That means that the gel that was in my hair from my wash day is still in my hair and is doing its work. That's just going to mean that my curl is going to stay in the shape that I want it to stay in. Looks like all the curls that I wet are dry now. They have a cast, so we want to break that, make them fluffy, make them look juicy and beautiful, and we're gonna do that with an oil. The way I'm going to do this is I'm going to take some oil. I'm going to use the Kerastase Elixir Serum, and I'm putting very little, and we're gonna kind of just work it into our ends. I'm gonna work it into the areas that look a little bit dull, and of course the areas that we refreshed. I'm gonna take just like half a pump, and that's what's gonna go onto my hair. I'm gonna start with my ends, the very ends of my hair, because they're very dry, and I'm gonna scrunch my hair because there's a lot of different strands that got that cast after re-wetting. So I'm gonna really scrunch this into my whole hair by flipping it over, and I'm just gonna shake my roots, give that extra volume. And last thing I'm gonna do, I just took a little bit more oil on my finger. I'm gonna rub it in my hands, and I'm just gonna go on the outer layer of my head, a little bit on the roots because they're just a little bit frizzy, and that is it. Face framing pieces are looking pretty good. Back of my hair. Looks a lot better. And that's going to help me just kind of go a few more days, maybe 2 more days, just like this without washing my hair. And my hair does actually feel very fresh right now. Also, the fact that I can kind of see the bounciness in my curls, especially the face framing pieces, and I can kind of just feel the bounce in my hair. That is helping me a lot. This is how you do it. Low effort, a little bit time consuming, but definitely worth it. That is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you, and I will see you in my next video.